how do you think they are interacting with the market? If you look at, Robert Kaplan, he kind of suggested that actually it doesn't really matter for the economy whether there's a cut or a hike. It does to the markets. Are markets mispricing what the Fed is looking at?
I don't think Kaplan said that it doesn't matter whether there's a cut or a hike. He thinks that the economy is roughly where it should be, rates are where they should be, near neutral, and it is as likely that the next move is up as down. I think that's how I read it. So there is no bias in the Fed view of which way rates are going to go. And given the strength of the underlying economy and the fact that the undershoot of the inflation target is only very modest, that seems an entirely appropriate stance.
Okay, do you feel like inflation will pick up, Willem, or is it going to continue to undershoot?
In my view, inflation will pick up, not massively, but it will pick up first in the labor market, where we're now seeing 3.6% unemployment rate. Admittedly, labor underutilization is still higher than indicated by this 3.6% rate, but the labor market is tight and getting tighter. And then, yes, there will be some passing on of higher wage inflation into price inflation. It will be modest, but it will be enough, I think, to keep the Fed happy.
Professor Buiter, there has been 2 eras of Trump appointees to the Fed. Clarida Quarles, which everybody gave great acclaim to, even liberals. And then the train wreck we've seen with the debate over Mr. Kaine and Mr. Moore. Bloomberg had an interview with Stephen Moore the other day, literally hours, minutes before he either resigned or was thrown out by the Trumps. Can President Trump get back to appointing legit economists like Marvin Goodfriend at Carnegie Mellon and others? Can he get back to a more traditional appointee?
Well, if you look at who has actually been appointed, right, he certainly knows how to appoint people that are eminently qualified. And I see no reason to believe that that will not be resumed at the next time of asking.
I look at the Fed right now, and I look at the theory and rate cuts, and we're gaming it all. And that, have you ever seen this divide in polarity? Is it like 1994, or is it like another time that you've studied?
No, it is rather, especially as regards the market's perception of what the Fed is doing. These are rather unusual times. But I think the fundamentals are really quite simple. The economy is growing very robustly. Inflation is slightly below target. What you do is you sit on your hands and you wait for the data to tell you which way both the economy and inflation are going to move.